We'll move on to our 6.5. Public hearing consideration of proposed resolution approving resolutions submitted by Lake County fire agencies and making findings and requesting the County of Lake to implement fire mitigation fees with the automatic inflation pursuant to the Lake County Fire Mitigation Fee Ordinance. CAO?
Is there anyone from the fire districts here?
Let's see.
No. I don't have anything to add. It's just, it's basically holding a public hearing for the fees that were ratified by the previous fire boards. And they're asking for the board to accept these fees.
Okay. And
That's
then
all I
we
have. I don't have anything else. I do know there's one item in this list that I believe,
North Shore Fire.
yes, I was going to say North Shore Fire, that should not be adopted today or accepted today.
They have to reconduct their mitigation.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
So, Mr.
ahead,
Chair, if you don't mind, I think that I just want to make sure people are aware that there is a corrected version of the Lakeport Fire Protection District that was uploaded yesterday. Page 2 was missing with the specific rates as to what would be the increase for Lakeport. So that's on our attachment that was uploaded yesterday. And then North Shore is the only one that utilizes a 2023 increase from the building association. I don't know the exact name of where they're getting the increase from. So they use the 3.777% increase versus what everyone else is using, which is the 1.611. And so I think we need to kick back the North Shore. Everyone else, you can see there's an A and there's an original and then there's a revised version, and everyone changed theirs to the 1.611. That is the correct version. And so I think that in speaking with County Council, and County Council, please correct me if I'm wrong, the way the resolution that we are approving today or are considering today, there's nothing specific about fire districts in there, individual districts. The only specificity is within Exhibit A. And so my offer is to scratch off North Shore Fire District from Exhibit A. That way we are approving all of the other resolutions that have the correct percent increase and so on. I do want to mention that I think we need to clean up our process. I know in speaking with County Council, there may be a need to address some new findings as we walk through a new process. We're learning things. And so I hope that we can at least get some insight as to what some of those changes might need to be to smooth out the process. And I do also want to make a statement that in our ordinance that we approved on May 21st, 2024 with all of these rate increases, it says that if we do not receive a resolution from the fire districts as of March 31st of that year, in order for rates to be increased as of July 1st, that we shall terminate the collection of these fees. There is no may, there is no, it's up to us. It just literally says we shall, and all of these resolutions are dated May and June. I don't want to terminate today, but I need to call it out that we need to follow the ordinances that we create. And when I say we, I'm talking about between us and the fire districts, because this is a kind of a two-person, two-step dance that we're playing here. But they are obviously not meeting the letter of the law that we all approved and worked with them on. But I also don't want to stop these collections because that would be ridiculous and that only harms our community further. But I think in the review of the ordinance, which again, I'd love to hear from County Council about what needs to be reviewed. I think we need to make sure that we hold everyone accountable to follow the rules that we've set forth, because we're doing that to the members of the public when they come in front of us as well. So those are my comments.
Vice Chair?
I think Supervisor Sabatier may have covered what my question was going to be, but to council, am I understanding it right? This is just a legal requirement that we have based on our ordinance to essentially ratify what they've already approved in their districts.
Generally speaking, yes. So It is done pursuant to the county's own ordinance, which, as Supervisor Sabatier referenced, staff is currently looking into for possible amendments in order for it to address some of the issues that have come up on the lead up to this item that's before your board. But staff is looking into that. But yes, the fire districts, it's all fire district's approval of their resolutions along with your board's approval of the county's resolution. It's all subject to this on the same set of government codes, code sections for fire mitigation fees for this instance, and done pursuant to the ordinance, along with all of the noticing and public hearing requirements that are stated in those statutes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'll open it up to the public for comment. Any on Zoom? I'll bring it back to the board. And just to add, each one of these had the same issue, and they all corrected it. We just have to reach out to North Shore Fire to correct theirs. And so, as for that,
I just want to double check publicly with county council, is that an appropriate fix to just scratch that North Shore off of the Exhibit A and the rest of the resolution can carry on?
Yes, so essentially the resolution, by the County of Lakes resolution, would have to be amended when it's offered as amended, with the amendment being on Exhibit A of the County of Lakes resolution, deleting the paragraph that references or designated for North Shore Fire Protection District, deleting that paragraph, and the rest would remain the same.
and then they will come back once it's corrected, right? And we'll have to conduct another resolution?
That's what I anticipate, and that resolution would be just, it's a possible scenario, just going through the statutory requirements. But yes, that resolution would only reference North Shore Fire Protection District, yes.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Mr. Chair, if there is nothing further, I offer the resolution with the amendments as suggested by county council.
Resolution has been offered.
Supervisor Owen?
Aye.
Supervisor Spatier?
Aye.
Supervisor Rasmussen?
Aye.
Supervisor Pyska?
Yes.
And Supervisor Crandall?
Aye. All right. Resolution passes.